are back. Welcome, everyone. We're going to hopefully be finishing up our Fingerpress short here. I'll show you kind of where we're at. Actually, let me export it. I'm going to be adding in some more smoke effects, and then we also have the rest of Andre flopping around the screen. Some character acting of Andre when he's waiting for the screen to shake. These came out really nice. I'm happy with this. I'm going to be doing some character acting right here. And there we go. I'll let it play one more time through. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. We gotta let the people of Discord know we're here. If you're not here in the Discord, you can join in the description. The link should work. Today's subject is talking about how joy is a leading indicator for success. In my entire life, all of the things that I've ever been successful in usually stemmed from me chasing some kind of joy. Something was bringing me joy. Whether it be my interest in stick figures or Pokemon cards, whatever it was, my interest led me down a path to my success. So, chasing joy is an important part of your life. Whether it is something that you're doing for a job, or even just in the morning when you wake up. What do you want to eat for breakfast? Sometimes the smallest decisions you make can be the most important ones. And you won't really know until time tells. What is up, everybody? What's up, Nova, Lemon, Penelope, Rattle? Enjoy your school day. Bum 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 bum. I'll let it play one more time and then we're gonna get to work. Yes, joy is incredibly important. That spark you feel when you're interested in something is your nervous system screaming at you to go for it. My lunch turned into a lunner because everyone in the house had specific needs for lunch that it got to the point where basically no one could be fed and be happy all at once. So we ended up stalling so much that we ended up picking up some food for dinner early, as we like to call lunch dinner. Along the lines of, it's your body telling you that what you're doing is right. Exactly. There's some part of our consciousness that knows a little bit more about time. As we learn more about how time is not linear, but we are perceiving it as linear, there's a left portion of your brain that cannot speak directly to you. It does not speak in language, but it has a connection to that timeline, and it can speak to you through feeling, through emotion. And joy is one of the most clear as day leading indicators that it's trying to tell you to keep doing that thing, whatever that thing is. And it may not make sense why you need to keep doing that thing, but you need to keep doing it. Let's see. Now I'm going to do some character acting here. We're going to get Andre to kind of position himself a little more comfortably. This is in a scenario where I could use some pose-to-pose, and it works out okay sometimes for me. It's where I have like subtle movements that I'm doing. Let's try that. I don't know if I want to set the hammer down all the way. I think you should be holding onto it still. Like that. Oh, knock it off. Let me hit Alt every once in a while. Jeez Louise. Can't a guy hit Alt sometimes? Come on, brother. Leave me alone. Let me hit Alt sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So Andre is waiting for his chance to get shook by the viewer. He doesn't know this. He doesn't know what's happening. So this is us kind of like acting with him. Like, what's going on here? And this is the overshot movement. And we'll cut back. As such. Overshoot. Return. And then usually I like to do one subtle ease to get us in position. You have to animate the Ender Dragon. I'm scared. That doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound fun to me. Hammer there, and then we'll cut it back. And slight lean. There we go. Now to the arms. Okay. Thanks. I needed that brushstroke to be horrendous. Okay. Looking towards the camera. You know, I actually might be able to get away with just leaning this instead of reanimating the arm there. Yeah, it looks a little better. And then maybe I have him look up here. Something like this. This is how pose to pose works for me typically. It looks a lot like this. Whenever I start a movement, I will usually go the opposite direction for one frame, maybe two. Like so, just ever so slightly. Before we head the other direction. It helps create that realistic start that I like. Makes it feel a little more alive. Yes, overshoots make a big difference, especially for me when it comes to subtle movement like this. It makes it more lively, less rigid, but also consistent. It can be difficult to pull off subtle movements sometimes. But that little bit of overshoot helps you kind of nail it on the first try. Because it gives you that flexibility of that realism. And as someone who does not thrive in the pose to pose world of executing movement, it helps me out a lot. So that's the overshoot, and then that's the cutback. So go for it. Please do. And then, of course, one frame after that, I like to do the nice, subtle little squeegee there. Look at that. Now we can get the hammer in there. Can animate the hammer to kind of give us reference for our hand placement as well. And that there. Cut it back. And voila. You know who's really good at it? At overshoot? And you're going to see it now that I said this. It'll make sense. Hyun. Hyun's very good at it. It's also why he's really good at pose to pose. See how smooth it feels? And it's still just a subtle, I'm not moving a lot. It's an Alan Becker stick, man! Pose to pose, meaning you're starting with a pose, and you're deciding where you're going to end up, and you draw that ending point, and then you go back and you animate in between those two poses. So a quick pose to pose could be like, here's my stick figure, right? Now I want him to punch, right? So I'll draw one frame where he's leaning back. That's one pose. And then the next pose will be the punch, right? Boom, let's just say like that. Then you would go back and you animate in between those poses. That's pose to pose. So are you animating the hammer stick man from the new... No, you have it backwards, buddy. This is my hammer stick man, Andre, that they put in the Alan Becker video. You have it twisted. Oh, okay. I don't know if you were joking or not. You got me, bro. You got me. Pranked. Because I'm already getting comments like that on my other videos with Andre. Sorry, I'm eating my seeds. That's probably really loud. I gotta stop. My bad. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are saying that. Dude, is it the guy from Alan Becker? Exactly. I get that a lot. That last video was awesome, not gonna lie. This sees more people is going to know old stick figures. Even if they're gonna say, dude, that's from the Alabama. Exactly. Yeah, it's super cool that he did that. Okay, now I'm gonna animate just the legs and the torso. I wonder if I could pick the leg up here. Is it too early? I don't think it is too early. We're gonna try it. Making the position of the legs change like that is difficult for me. I don't know. Yeah. Well, try like I did here. The overshoot. First, I can't wait for the new characters and animators to be making a splash. The oldies are awesome, of course. But yeah, they're going to take over. People are too talented, man. I'm also right there with you. Let's pick the hammer up. Okay, alt again. Okay. Let's do, it's very subtle here. Yeah, we like that. Pose to pose easy. You know what we could do? Is we'll have him catch his fall here. And then the hammer hits him. That's what we're gonna do. How many hotkeys do you have? I just have the default hotkeys, and I use my tablet hotkeys every so often. Like right now I'm using the period and comma, but I really only use like 4 hotkeys on my actual tablet. The rest are all kind of from the keyboard, just the default hotkeys that Flash has. Oh, I also use my pen as a hotkey as well. My pen has a button on it for copy and paste, for paste, I mean. And so like in this circumstance right now, when I'm going to go to the next frame, I just tap it to paste the head. And I'm doing period and comma and undo on my tablet with my left hand while I draw with my right. I think right about here is when I'm going to get hit in the head with the hammer. Let's see. Let's try that. What's up, Donnie? What's up, Patine? Bonk. Let's try with this. See what this looks like. Ooh! Hey, you guys want to see where I'm at? I did all this! His toughest opponent yet is the finger in the fourth wall. This is all me. Believe it or not. Thanks, buddy! I've been trying some new things. Why did it zoom way in at the end? That's weird. Yeah, you want to see him? Here, I'll show you. Here, I'll turn the onion skin off. Crazy, right? And then, of course, there's these ones back here, like the early one. I think he's gonna end up climbing the almost like the like and comment buttons. I think that's what it's gonna end up looking like. He's gonna get bonked in the head by the hammer. And Shake will probably be smaller. I don't think it needs to be that big. Crimson somebody! We got some more smoke effects to work on as well. Okay, now I gotta animate the hammer. The hammer's gonna end up bonking him in the head at the end here, and then it's gonna hard cut, and that's it. Oops, I didn't mean to F6 the whole thing. Yo, what's up, Coaster? It's gonna go up in the air, shake a bunch of times. Oops. Spin a bunch of times. And then I wonder if I could actually slow these down up here to buy us time. That could work, yeah. Can we get away with this? Is that too much? I think that's not too much. I think it'll work. I really should animate, but got no brain. Same. I feel you. Not shake. Come on, get out of my way. Bonk. And we'll do an impact frame for this. And then I will have it. It's going to bounce off him like this. And it's going to cut. But this is going to have an impact frame here. Let's see what that looks like. I actually do like that. I can see it. I could also probably do an after image of the hammer. Watch, I have an idea. I could do like an alpha after image of the hammer that's also blurred of the previous frame when it's going super fast. So like I could place this frame in this frame, put the in-between between those two frames here, lower the opacity, add the blur. If he had Andre in his phone, shake, shake, shake. Exactly, yeah. You get it. Take that, go to this frame, drag and drop, place the in-between, lower the alpha, blur it. Yeah, simple. See, grab this, paste it into the next frame, include it as the in-between between the two frames. Right, I'm just like what it looks like in between these 2 points. Since it's going so fast, alpha, blur. Just decide if it's X or Y. Looks like it's gonna be good X. Perfect. And then right here it speeds up a lot. So I'll do it again over here. Grab this frame, move to the next frame, paste it in place, create the in-between, lower the alpha. Sound like Kermit the Frog? Boom, bang. When it speeds up especially, it's a good time to do it. I don't even need it to have it bounce that far off either. I think it bounced. I had it bounce too far off here. It literally could just go like this. Honestly. Yeah, that's perfect. So would that be considered pose to pose because you animated this? Yes, exactly. Yeah. For that specific thing, I still animated it straightforward, but I created. That's more so just adding an in between, not as much pose to pose. I'm just creating an in between. So like right here, I'm going in between these 2 points. Alpha. Blur. Y. Oh my god! Listen, I must ask a question. Have you seen Pudis engage? No. At least I don't think so. This is song number. Let's get to the playlist. Scrolling. That is song 15 or 14. Song 14, Witches Whispers. Oops. Okay. This is going to be our last frame for Andre. Before it hard cuts. 21 seconds? That's not bad. It'd be funnier if he hits harder, though. I want to send him to, like, the floor. I changed my mind. Yeah, I want him to go to the floor. Yeah, I like that better. There we go. I like that better. I'm gonna have an impact frame there. Do I practice Santeria? I ain't got no crystal ball. Well, if I had $1 million, then I'd spend it all. Let's try that. Yeah. Now we're gaming. Oh, thanks. I didn't want that brushstroke. Haha. Bonk. There we go. Did we actually not even... Did I get rid of the frame where the impact occurs? You idiot. Lol. Okay, there we go. It's fine. 1, 2... Alright, let's give it the whole 9, shall we? Let's give it the full impact. Which shall include... the dimmer. The dim frame. That's not the dim frame. Hello? Hello? What? Okay, let's try this again. Dim frame. Then we have white on black, black on white, dim frame. Alright, so this is the white portion. This is our initial impact. This is how I do my impact frames. For those who joined us more recently and would like to learn, this is how I do it. The first frame here, I'm going to go through and I'm going to trace. I'm going to simply trace where I think if the center of the glow is coming from this impact source, how I think the light will be distributed. And the impact source is right here, so it's radiating like this outwards. Making that up completely. This isn't perfect. There's no direct science for this. Okay, it's kind of like the top of... Since he's sideways, just be this top part here. The outer part of his arm. His back. Back of his leg. Kind of like this. Again, does not need to be perfect at all. I'll show you why. Okay. And then we'll do the hammer edge. And then we'll do... Smoothen that up a little bit. The circle. Just in case the viewer's confused, right? You have to draw a circle around it. You've seen YouTube, right? I don't have to tell you guys about YouTube, right? You've seen YouTube. Circles are cracked. You just gotta circle. You gotta circle the impact. You gotta tell the viewer, hey, it happened right here. You see? A new duel is being voted on. Nice. I erased some lines in it. And then, once I erase those lines, I kind of go through on those erase points. And I add in these little, like, pointing to the action lines. They're pointing inwards towards where the impact has occurred. Alright, like so. For the white on black, I like to do it pretty close to the impact for the circle. And for the black on white, I make the circle span out a little further. Like so. Sorry. Okay, we'll take this. Couple taps, that's good enough for me. Did this impact have to occur for the third time? What do you mean? He's only been hit by the hammer in the head once. Unless you're talking about something else. Okay. There we go. Then I like to take it. I make it a movie clip. I blur it. Choose X or Y. In this case, we'll do X. I hold Alt and select and move, and it duplicates the movie clip. Make it an add blend. Blend. Add. And then we're going to tint it. And then we're going to move it again. Except we're going to tint it yellow instead of orange. There we go. And we're going to kind of line it up. I like the kind of like fiery hit it makes. Like so. And then we're going to go ahead and get rid of it. And now that we did the highlight, we're going to do the low light. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to trace, for the most part, trace the area I did not make white on Andre here. See that? It's kind of the opposite area that I just highlighted. Does not need to be perfect. Right? Smooth that up a little bit. Do the opposite of the hammer as well. See that? And I'll even like creep in some lines from outside of the hammer in black, like this. Like it's almost piercing through the previous frame. I don't know what this does, but I like its effect. Okay. Then we do the circle. And in this circle, you can break it up a lot if you want to. You know, like so. And these lines go further out. They're like bigger lines. Does it make sense? Like as if the impact has spread out. The shockwave has spread out. Does that make sense? The hit, again, I'm just pointing I'm pointing to the spot where the hit happened. So my attention is centered around that. You can even have some go further out as well, like this. Another Chronomancer outside of Chronos. Playing with time is strong. Too strong. Okay. Now, we just do the white background. Boop. See that? And then this, make it a movie clip. And you guessed it, we're going to blur it. Same thing, this time the x-axis like we did last time. Hold Alt, click, and move. Duplicates it. Add. And tint. Yellow's fine. You can do that, but we want to lower the alpha, so we go to advanced. And we lower it down to where it's just kind of faintly there. Like that. Tasty. And then we have our camera shake, which we'll add. Which we can add on the impact here. Extend it one frame beyond it. And then back to normal. So, boop. Let's check it out. Oh, my smoke stayed? What's going on with that? That's weird. Hello? What's this? Did I... Oh, I pulled a frame out. Lol. What happened? Uh-oh. I, like, pulled a frame out of the way. That's weird. I hope nothing else is broken. Oh, maybe just when I extended it for that area. Let's make sure the screen shakes are still happening at the right spot. No, they're not. I wonder what happened. Let's see if we can see any obvious out of place chunks here. Because it looks like... oh, it's that area there. No, we're good. I see what happened. Yeah. I see. I see, says the blind man. I fix, no problem. Don't you love it when you gotta debug your... Yeah, exactly. It's scary because you're like, oh my god, how far back was that? Roger, what's up, buddy? You know what? I think I am going to go potty real quick. So I'm going to put something on for you guys to watch while I go to the bathroom. And I know just what to put on because it's a good length. Hopefully there's not an ad in the middle of it, because I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. And I'll be back in just a moment. Hear me. I am returned. Thank you, No Break. Ironically named, as I took a quick break. Thank you for giving me no break, break no. Alright, we're back at it. You haven't watched Putis Engage. That's quite the name. I'll have to check it out. Hyper polished shitpost excels aspect ratios, perspective, shift, and camera A. Putis Engage. It's quite the name. Okay, let me see where we're at here. I think I have to just work on the smoke effects on the hammer swings that are electrified, and I think we're about ready for sound. I love that there's an impact frame on the hammer hitting the back of his head. Stream submissions? Okay. Sounds good, Rudder. Oh. Sorry. Whew. Sneeze reveal. Okay. That is done. Let's get rid of the camera. Oh, I never even animated the smoke for this part. I just started it. It's right here. Yeah. Okay. Look at all these frames. For this silly little short. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thunk, right? Look at us. I guess I kind of know where the camera is still, but just get rid of it like that, yeah. Okay. Alright, we don't need a stroke color when we make our squares. Did I get rid of it? It did. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, I forgot. This actually needs to be moved up a little bit because we want it to be on this line. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. And then we can lean it. As such. There we go. Give me some onion skin so I can see what I'm doing here. I'm working blind. Okay. Looks like poo, but it's okay. We're gonna blur it and skew it. So I'm keeping that in mind, that I'm blurring and skewing it. Oops. Okay. And skew. I'm here. What's up, Struck? Okay. The majority of that is not even needed because it's off screen, but whatever. Crank it sideways. Alright, now let's go ahead and fade this out a little bit on these frames. Now let's movie clip them. And then we'll blur them out. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add the little particles first. Whatever, it's fine. It's okay. We're going to be blurring the x-axis. Oh, also, I need to leave a little bit earlier than usual on today's episode of me being live. Because I have to go to the post office, so don't let me forget. I gotta leave here by like 4:30-ish. So that means I gotta be off at like 4:15, which is like an hour-ish from now. Okay. Now, when we go in here, like I said, I'm gonna add like these little flakes that are from off screen. Like they're wisping towards him. Like that. Okay. We love to see it. Okay. Why are these so much darker? It's like a different color. Yeah, somewhere along the lines, like I grabbed the wrong color. How did I manage to do that? The heck? What the heck? Yeah, we want the same color at least. From a backpacking trip, there's a big old mosquito bite on my right arm. It'll be alright. You know what I do? Is I make an X on it with my fingernail. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but that's what I do. If anything, just to establish dominance. What is going on, dude? Okay, there we go. Now the blur needs to be heavier, now that I can tell. Okay, gotta grab this. Okay, we've got 2 swings left. Paste in place. We need to put this like right here-ish. Yes. And then it flips to the other side. Here. Before the smoke comes in. Okay, does that make sense? Great, because it doesn't make sense to me, but it works. When it's spiky like that and less bulbous, it makes it seem like the smoke is going faster. But yeah, we want to get rid of anything that's below that line. We don't have to go that far out on this because the screen is only right here. The screen ends right here, so everything over here actually doesn't even exist, but it's fine, we'll leave it. Double framed. Hell, I could probably get rid of that. This frame right here if I want to. I'll leave it right here. Just like have this thing billowing off screen like that. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll also add in the dust lines that I keep forgetting beforehand. I like the little dynamic dots like this. It seems to add a lot to the speed at which it seems things are flying out at him. Makes it seem like he has a bunch of stuff flying at him from the impact and the wind it's creating. Oops, not F9. Okay, movie clipping everything. And then we're gonna go ahead and blur these bad boys out. And I think we only have one more after this, dude. And I think we're done. Like, done. It's just sound effects time. And then we have a new release for the channel. What? Master Effects animator? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I've got a lot of catching up to do. I think that feels nice, though. It looks sick. I think we're gaming. We might be gaming. That into this, into this. Excellent mosquito bite with your fingernail is relatable. I thought I was the only one. Yeah, I don't know. It works, though. How far behind are you in the chat, though, Donnie? I'm curious, because that was a while ago. Is there any sound sources for sound effects? I know libraries exist, but any recommendation stuff? Did you see Hatena's post? That would be my suggest. Those speed lines, man. Little lines, little quick lines. Little dots here and there, like little flakes getting kicked up. Shake that bottle and watch it. Did Ted tell you an idea for an evil dojo cast where everyone is inverted and says lies and bad things and mean things to each other? No. I could never. I would never make it. I don't know of any other way to defeat a mosquito bite without using chemical warfare at that point.
Welcome aboard. Activate.
Okay, movie clip time on all of these. I'm gonna alpha this one down a little bit. There we go. FTL Ralph? No. Do you create sound effects for yourself? What got you interested in cool action stick figures? I don't create the sound effects myself typically. I just look through different libraries of sound effects that have been harvested throughout the years. What got me in stick figure action, I would say, is seeing stick animations from like 2004. 2003, 2004 got me interested into it. Zhao Zhao, one of the earliest stick fights online that were really significant. I like it! We do that! I like it! We did it! We're so gaming! Do you think people were gonna like it? I like your enthusiasm on what you create for yourself. Dude, I don't know how to not be. I think it's part of my... I think that's the key part of my success. Because you can only have an idea for what you want to do, and sometimes being able to execute what you see in your mind isn't always what you end up with, but sometimes it's even better. What I realized was far back, the chat, I just got caught up. Yeah, I was gonna say, you must have been far back. $10 million views, #1 in trending. I don't know about that. I'm just looking at different aspects here to see if there's anything else I need to do. I think we're good. I think we're ready for sound effects. Just be you and do what you love. I also like stick figure. Dude, that is the best advice. I agree wholeheartedly. Remember, post office. Yes, I only have... That's why I'm like really looking at if there's anything else I need to do, because I don't think I want to start sound effects today. I think I want to do that tomorrow. So I might end up just getting off now and going to the post office, because like I don't want to do sound effects for 15-20 minutes and then leave, you know. So I'm looking at different details here to see if there's anything else I want to add. Oh yeah, we have music in this, by the way. There's a song, a backtrack that we put to this. Let's see. Let's bring it back. I just had the volume off on it, essentially, because I didn't want to hear it over and over and over again. Let's see. Okay. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna get the song or not. I do like it though. Yeah. I don't know what else I can add. I think I'm done. Very trendy music. I know, and it's royalty free from Spotify. Yeah, I tried to make the song pick up around the quicker strikes. I feel like that fits a little bit better. I took it out for now because I'm going to do all the sound on just Premiere. This impact is so fun. Oh, you know what would be fun? Hold on. Let's play with one thing. I have one more idea. One more idea. Don't count me out yet. Put me in, coach. I got one more idea to add for the last hit. I have an idea. Random idea out of nowhere. Give me a second. Yeah! Yeah! I wonder if I cut right where the impact is gonna happen out. Yeah, I like that. Well, I can even... What if I do the same thing I do with this other stuff, where I... Yeah, I like that. Oh, what did I do for over here, too? There's a really, like, in the beginning here. It's up. Okay. I think it's... Is it this? No, is it this? Yes. Let me try something. One more thing. This might not work. I actually really don't think this is going to work, but I want to try it. I really genuinely don't think this is going to work, but I really want to try it anyways. Give me a sec. Yeah, wait! It did! It looks like it, like, poof. Like it's like a shockwave. Watch. Like I said, master of effects. I don't know about that, but some things are starting to click here and there. Oh, I see why he freaked out. The music got yanked to the front again. So dumb. I like it. Oh, I love that. That actually came out nice. Look at all these layers this now. Dim, white on black, black on white, red slice, and then it's got a thin smoke that pierces the same direction that the pierce goes. Then you have this like impact spark, and then the opposing wide frame push that it looks like that's creating. Okay, it is done. It is done, my friends. We are done. That is it. I think like I said, I got to cut it off a little bit early today because we have to go to the post office, but thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be working on the sound effects for this tomorrow, and then we should be done and ready to roll after I nail those sound effects. I'm happy with what we got so far. Hopefully I'll be able to knock out those sound effects, and then I'll be working on my next part to the electric versus what is it? Electric versus fire. We should be getting this back. Is that gonna pop up? What the heck? We should be able to work on this. Which is gonna be sick as well. So, all right, friends, thank you so much. We shall see you next time. All right. If you learned something, I'm super, super, super happy. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.